Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to Tranquil Waters by none other than Stevie. Happy hump day, happy Wednesday to everyone. We are in the middle of working out this barley field. I think it's been going pretty well. I'm not really sure what to expect as far as it's my first barley field. According to this, we should have about as good a yield as you're going to get on this field. I think it gets a little bit better over in this direction. Yeah, we gain about 25% over in this area. So, yeah, I think overall it's been going well. Course-play's been doing just fine. Seems like we're getting a lot of straw from our friend Mr. Barley. It's been auto unloading okay. I moved, had a little bit of a issue. Courseplay unfortunately does not see this fencing here. Or this tree, I'm guessing. Because I had the wagon over there and it was trying to cut across. It didn't like that at all. Easy solution. Move the wagon. Let's see, move the trailer. I don't know where I put the stinking thing now. Where are you? There you are. Yeah, okay. There we go. So yeah, we're sitting at almost 100,000. We'll be well over 100,000, I think, by the time this field is wrapped up. Wanted to show you something else. Now, I've been just kind of monitoring our productions. And Monkey D. Lufio, way over there, has been doing okay. I need to remember to add water to that processing plant. I keep forgetting to add water. That's a bit of a mistake. But, that being said, it's been doing okay. I did add some water before we got together. Straw's okay. We have more straw in our little underground storage facility over there. So we should be okay on straw for a bit. But it pumps through straw like there's no tomorrow. But I was looking at this storage facility and I'm looking at this like 16,000 liters of straw accessories, 34,000 liters of straw crates. And I'm like, where might they be? And I'm looking and I'm looking and I'm frustrated and I'm looking here and I'm going, these stinking signs are here. These roadblock deals. I can see this is a spawn point. Then I meandered over here and I saw this thing. Don't ever have my help menu on. Turn the help menu on and sure enough, voila, bada bing, bada boom. Would have been nice to know. Would have been really... would have been nice to know. But that's okay. That's good to know. Then I thought, oh, wait a minute. I wonder if one of these exists over at the monkey site. Over here. And I'm like, this is interesting because I could never find a spawn point over here. So I'm running around and I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Look what we have up here. And look what we have here. Now, I don't want to do that because I don't want to spawn pallets here. But I see now how a little bit more about how this thing works. So it looks like we really wouldn't have needed to put down the storage facility. We could have had pallets spawn straight here. But it's nice to have the storage facility. I mean, I don't regret putting it down. It's nice to have it because it's extra storage, which is good. So I don't know if any of you have used this whole gear, this whole setup. There's 3 parts to it: the selling point, this storage, and the actual processor. But yeah, just a tip. That right there lets these come out. Kind of nifty. And I bet. Oh, you know what? Now I'm curious. Now I'm curious. Boom. Can we run? Yeah, we can run. Can we jump? We can jump. Woohoo! Let's just see for funsies, will this let us store? Oh, daddy likes. Nice. So technically, we should see it in here now. Oh, there it is. And here's all of our booze, our adult beverages. Need to keep an eye on when these sell. I think they're in the winter when we get the best price for our all of our beverage stuff. But they're nice and safe inside. They're climately controlled, I might add. Actually, I don't know if this is climate controlled. Do we have any climate controlling things? I don't really see a air conditioner or a heater. Oh well. Does this door work? Oh, nice. So yeah, there's that. Oh, since we're over here, let's do a little jumpy. I am looking for... You know what? Actually, let's do this. Sorry, I know I seem extremely indecisive right now. That's because I kind of am. Okay, where is our stinking baler? Where's our baler? No, what happened to our baler? Did I just run? Did I run by it? Did I actually run right by it and not see it? I thought it was over here. Okay, I'm freaking out now a little bit. Am I seriously just missing it? Do you all see it and I'm just running by it? What the heck? Did I leave it? Oh, okay. I think I know where it is. I left it over on that field. Okay. Well, let's see if we can reset it to a convenient spot, because I really don't feel like driving over there to get it. Let's reset it over yon. I think this will work. Let's reset it over here. I really don't want to go get it. It's over here somewhere. Is that it right there? You little stinker. Haha, nice. Okay. Fantastico. The reason why I think we're going to use our baler. Our forage wagon is really nice. I like our forage wagon. I'm kind of considering trading it in on one of Omatana's large capacity forage wagons. But for the time being, I do like it, but we can do, what, 8,000 liter? Is that, I think they're more than that, aren't they? Are the large square bales 8,000 liters? They're more than that, I think. Anyways, we can do the largest square bales, and I can load a lot more onto an auto load trailer than I can ever get in a forage wagon, if that makes sense. So for time's sake, beacons for safety, we might as well bail it up. I don't know how time-wise, to be honest with you, I don't know really how that all works. I mean, maybe if you count the time bailing, then the time picking up, maybe that equals the amount of time it would take to just forage wagon the straw. I kind of doubt it. Let's verify size here. Where's my dealio? 220. Wait, this thing does 240, doesn't it? LL Cool J. 240 it is. That's what I'm talking about. Let's bale like there's no tomorrow. Plus we have the bump the speed up mod. I guess this is the convenience of baling, is, at least in my opinion, is being able to carry a much higher quantity of literage at one time. And everything we need straw for, we'll take it in bale form, loose form. I don't think it really matters. This John Deere pulls this baler like there's nobody's business. It helps that the John Deere has, what, 800 horsepower or something ridiculous? Actually, let's just take a peek ski. I have a feeling our combine is sitting... Oh, no. Nope. Oh, you're doing really well. Thank you, Mr. Combine. I'm assuming it's unloaded at least once. Wow, I went the long way home, didn't I? Yeah, 130,000 liters almost. Excellent. 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 So that'll wrap that up. We can keep doing our baling. Yeah, straw on this map is a good money maker for us. Not just because of the straw accessories, the hats and whatnot, but also for composting. I honestly think we're gonna make I think we're gonna make most of our money from that stinking composter. I maybe I'm wrong, but it sure seems like an easy way to make some decent coin. Now we are playing on, I think, easy economy, I believe. Oh, look at that, get in there. I think we're playing on easy economy, so that helps as well. We are going to do eventually we're going to do another hinterland style map on hard economy, and we are going to see, I want to do it so that basically I have every disadvantage going into that Let's Play. So crop destruction, stinking field stones. Yes, I consider field stones to be a disadvantage. You know, weeds, the whole 9 yards. No precision farming, so you don't get any kind of bonus or anything like that. No freebies are handed out. I've done it one time. Man, look at the mound of straw. Jeez, priest. I've done it once before where I played, I think, a base game map. This mound of straw is ridiculous. I played a base game map on hard economy and kind of did everything I could to make life miserable. And you can definitely do it, but it's a lengthy proposition. It seems like that's mostly, it just adds a lot of time into the play period. I mean, we could even do, I've always played 1 day seasons. I think it would make it even more miserable to play like 3 day seasons or something like that. And no speed mod, no working speed mod, no 800 horsepower John Deere 4000 series tractors. Well, maybe. I don't know. I've kind of fallen in love with this tractor. I'm gonna admit, this tractor has definitely won me over. It's the classic 4000 series, which of course so many people love, with the added bonus of ridiculous horsepower and a lot of ridiculous tire settings options that you can get. Plus, it's got a really sweet engine tone. And I like the cycloptic beacon. I think I'm a fan of the single beacon look. I think I kind of like that. So I wasn't entirely sure if I was going to get to an episode tonight. Uh-oh. I should have hit that with a little more speed. I wasn't entirely sure I was even going to get to an episode tonight. I got a text message from one of my sons informing me that his computer has unfortunately stopped working properly. And of course, you know, I get the call, right? So after doing some initial troubleshooting, I am unfortunately sad to say that I think as Morty from Rick and Morty says it, I think we're effed in the A with this PC. I hope that's kid friendly. I don't like using the foul language on the channel. I don't usually swear that much anyways, but hopefully that's not too offensive for people, just to get the old alphabet letters out there. But yeah, I think it's screwed. Hardcore. So I get the pleasure of dealing with that here soon enough. But I told him, I said, look, your homework, your college applications are less important than my friends that I have on the RQS gaming network. So therefore, you're out of luck. Actually, I didn't say that, but I kind of was thinking that. It's horrible parenting. And I love the fact, ooh, a little DUI driving there, Brad. And I love the fact that oh, we're going to have fun on that row right there. With the old Egyptian pyramid schemes going on there. We're going to hit that at about 20 if we can. I love the fact that he was offended by the fact that I asked him if he had spilled anything or dropped the computer. Like, really? That offends you? Because there's already been one that, I don't know if I told you all, but there has already been one PC in my family that went from the desktop to a hardwood floor. Not a laptop, an actual desktop PC. A mini tower. You know, it's probably about 2 feet tall, maybe. Come on, baby. Come on, JD. Get some. And, yeah, I love that. Oh, I missed that one. No, okay. And if it kept working. It didn't do a darn thing. Literally, the case, the front of the case cracked, and the front bezel cracked and fell off. But the PC, it just kept running, and it never even shut down. It just took the hit. I mean, it manned up, and it took that wood floor for everything it had. And I gotta tell you, that's impressive. Now that I'm talking about that out loud, that's actually the same computer that is having a problem now. So maybe that fall caught up with it, now that I'm thinking about it. That is quite possible. Yeah, that's actually kind of possible. But it's been like a few months since that happened. I don't know if any of you are PC people, like techs or anything, or have done any repair work, or if you're maybe electronics, maybe you're into that kind of thing. But It used to be. I don't know that it is anymore. I'm assuming it still is. It's actually healthier. And I don't know, again, I don't know if this can still be argued or not. I'm assuming it can be. But it's healthier for a PC to run 24 hours a day. In fact, I would almost argue that that's even more the case now with SSD drives instead of spindle drives, spinning drives. And I guess the argument behind that was that you're keeping the electronics at a steady temperature instead of having them cool down while they're shut down and then warm up when you start them up. That, at least that was the argument I was always told or taught, was it was better for computers to just leave them running 24/7. And the only downside that really I would say that used to be there was, again, with the old hard drives that actually were mechanical, or as they really used to call them, the old Winchester drives. How classic is that? When's the last time you referred to your hard drive in your computer as a Winchester drive? Think about that, and if you can remember, you're as old as I am. But nowadays, these kids with their newfangled SSDs, yeah, don't know how good they have it. I used to be able to start my computer and have enough time to either brew coffee or run out and actually get coffee and come back home. And then my computer was basically at the point where it was usable. Nowadays, I couldn't pass gas faster than the PC can boot. If that tells you anything. I wonder if that's how I'm losing subscribers. Maybe I need to stop giving those kind of analogies. Yeah, I know. I'm trying to miss at least one of these bales. I don't know what good it is. I'm kind of messing around here a little bit, picking up this extra straw, but I think we can call it good at this point. Yeah, let's call it good. You know what? I'm not gonna dump you yet. We're just gonna drive unless it falls off. It's a little bit of a dingleberry bale right now. Call those dingleberry bales that just kind of hang off the back there and don't want to fall. It kind of looks like our barley is done, which is kind of nice. So much for caring about your crops there, Brad. Why don't you stay here, my friend? Yeah, it looks like we're in pretty good shape. So what did we yield on that? 142,000 liters. I have to think that's pretty reasonable. Let's go fill up our brewery. Let's watch where you're driving, Brad. Thank you very much. Let's see what kind of barley we can dump off here in our brewery. I know it needs some, I believe. And the rest we will stash in our silo. I don't want to waste our barley. Hello, Mr. Brewery. Have a little present for you. A little barley action. No idea how much it's going to take. I'd be surprised if it took it all. Holy cow, is it going to take it all? Wow. Oh, man, I didn't think it would do that. I don't know if that was a good idea or not. Oh, yeah, easily took all the barley. Holy smokers. So that, did that kickstart anything for us? Our barley was needed for... What was our barley needed for? Oh. No. What? Oh, right there. For our beer. Okay, good. So... Oh, nice. Okay, good. Very nice. So we had hops, because we did a hops... we did a hops... when did we do our hops? Did we just do hops? Boy, my brain is south today. When isn't it, right? That's right. We just did a hops field not too long ago. So hops and barley. We are now in the beer brewing business. That's sweet. What do we need for our whiskey? We need rye. Okay. Well, we'll have to work on some rye. Singing whiskey and rye. Oh, wait. Whiskey and rye singing This Will Be the Day That I Die or something like that? American Pie? Let's get you out of the way. Now, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, next month... I think next month we should have... What's this over here? We don't own this field, do we? Yeah, that's spelt. Okay, we don't own that field. It looks like spelt, unless I'm mistaken, looks a lot like barley. Yeah, or wheat. Anyways, let's get our combine out of the way, at least for now. I think our header trailer is down the road a bit, so we'll have to pick that up eventually. But for now, you will do, I think, just fine. Actually, you know what? Just to get you out of the way completely, we'll just put you right here in our spare lot. And we should be able to continue on our merry way. Picking up straw. Excellent. Yeah, we should have a good chunk of straw. Always good to have straw. You know, I've never wanted extra straw like I do now. Picked up another mod today. Ooh, Brad, don't oversteer, Brad. You're really having a hard time with corners today. Picked up a little extra mod today that came out. Thought it looked kind of cool. Kind of a simple mod, but I quite like it. It's that straw... I think they call it a straw melting. I think it's called straw melting or something like that. It's that mod where you can use straw to... It's basically a straw furnace. And it's a little bit of passive income. It's supposed to generate... I guess it's supposed to generate power while it's burning straw. Not sure if we'll use that on this map. I went ahead and installed it and activated it just in case we want some additional passive income for straw, because it seems like whenever I play, every map I play, it seems like I always have a excess of straw. Straws always seems to be the one thing I always have a lot of. So figuring out ways to utilize it and make money from it rather than just selling it outright. Oh, there you go, buddy. Come on. Get in there. Is always kind of nice. Man, these are some big straw mounds. Holy cow. So we are getting ever so closer to the premium DLC. I'm getting excited over it. The first fact sheet that came out was not particularly awe-inspiring for me. I think if I remember right, it had a manure spreader, I believe. Really? Who put this bale here? It had a manure spreader, if I remember correctly. I forget what else was on there. It didn't show a whole lot. I think it only showed like 3 or 4 things. And but it's getting me in the mood. It's getting me in the mood for some new stuff from Giant. So yeah, kind of excited. I haven't heard much about the mobile version lately. I saw that they released a free tractor. I think it was like a Deutz Fahr tractor. At first I thought that was for FS22 and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool, some free content. Then I figured out it was for the mobile version. I have not picked up the mobile version or played it yet. Kind of wonder how well that does for Giants, if that's a significant income for them. Let's see if we can tackle a couple more of these mounds. Kind of makes me wonder how much coinage they earn from something like that. It's not an expensive game, is it? Isn't it like is it $10, $10, something like that? I forget now. Hey, and thank you. Oh boy, I had it in my brain. I think it's Farmer Joe. Sorry, I honestly was gonna make a concerted effort to remember something for the first time. One of our subscribers, one of our RQS gaming channel family members, who used to go by the name of user-VP-VR something 4, contacted me and said they figured out that they changed their username to I think it's Farmer Joe or some Jim or something. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'll look. I'll know next time. I'll have to look again. But thank you for doing that. It makes my life so much easier when I want to mention something that you say or offer up as advice or something like that. It makes my life easier to be able to say that rather than user-VR4-GP something. Not that I mind either way. I love hearing from you all. Your name could be Joe Biden. I'd still like to hear from you. Just kidding. Just a little political humor. I would have said that regardless of who's in office right now, so don't get too cranked out with me. I don't even know if that's something. Can you get cranked out with somebody? I don't know. I'm a believer in anything now. I've been watching X-File reruns, and I gotta tell you, The truth is out there, people. The truth is out there. I've watched The X-Files a lot. It's one of my favorite bedtime shows. That might sound kind of weird, but for those of you that understand what I'm saying, you understand what I'm saying. Like, there are certain shows that you watch, that I watch at least, when it comes to bedtime. I like to have the TV on when I'm falling asleep. It just helps with the ear, you know, the tinnitus and whatnot. And there's something about the X-Files shows that really comfort me at night. The music is amazing. I don't know who the composer was offhand for the X-Files. I think they had the same person do all the music for pretty much the entire series, if I remember right. But they nailed it on the X-Files. Like, when you start an X-Files episode and it's got that, just that, or that, usually it's either just a very simple like piano, maybe a few strings or something. It just sets such an amazing mood. And there are certain X-Files episodes that just put me out in about 5 minutes. They're the mellow X-Files episodes, you know, not the ones where a lot of action's happening, but there's some X-Files episodes where I guess you would almost call them maybe a little boring, because they're the ones where, you know, Scully or Mulder are dealing with their past and family, I don't know, whatever. And they're just slower action-wise, and boy, they knock me out. Just knock me out. But I've watched a ton of X-Files, but it's been mostly season 1 through like 7 or 8 before Mulder originally left the show. David Duchovny took off, and they got that dude from the Terminator 2, Jonathan Patrick or something like that, the guy that played the liquid metal Terminator. He's a great actor. I really like him, but the show, when you establish characters like Scully and Mulder in a show like that, it's just never the same without them. It just simply isn't. I give them, you know, A for effort. And it's not the actor's fault. It's just, that's who you expect. That's who you'd like to see. It's happened on other shows too, where it's like, yeah, I don't know. You know, just without the key characters, or when they try to replace one of them with a different actor, that's almost worse. You know, I'm glad that the show actually didn't like replace Mulder with another actor and keep them as Mulder. That probably would have been even worse, honestly. Hey Brad, how about trying to miss a Bale once in a while? That'd be helpful. There's some YouTube videos too that are really good at knocking me out. I like to watch Mayday, the air disaster videos, a lot. They're some of my favorite videos. Can't explain it. I just really like those stories. There's something very, I don't know what it is about plane crashes, but there's just something very intriguing to me about that. And a lot of those Mayday air disaster shows are on YouTube now, the older ones at least. They can knock me out pretty quick too. Nothing like watching a major tragedy as your bedtime story. No wonder I have horrible dreams sometimes. Any of you afraid of flying? I was initially, the first time or two that I flew, I was white knuckling it hard, big time. Like, the slightest noise or vibration, you know, I don't know what I was expecting. Maybe that was part of the problem. Just freaked me out. Just freaked me out. Then I got kind of used to it. I didn't fly a lot, but I flew enough to where I got pretty used to it, and yeah. And your average turbulence didn't really bother me. Then I got in one of these puddle jumpers. It was one of these dual prop American Eagle type deals. And I flew from Corpus Christi, if I remember right, it was either Corpus Christi, Texas, or somewhere around there. It was a small airport that we had to take one of these puddle jumpers to, like a larger airport like Houston or Dallas or something like that. I forget, but nonetheless, it was the most terrifying experience. One of the most, if not the most terrifying experiences I've ever had in my life. I honestly thought, I was actually to the point, and this was before like cell phones were a thing. So I couldn't just, you know, call and tell my mom and dad that I love them. It was like literally grabbing a pen, writing on the vomit bag, that type of terror. And it was so bad, that it was the worst I've ever had in flying. Fortunately, it started off as moderate turbulence, so I buckled up kind of tight. Giddy up, because it ended up being severe turbulence. And if I hadn't been buckled up tight, I think probably would have been leaving the seat kind of turbulence. And it was one of these puddle jumpers, so I was in the very back row. And the back row of the plane was one of these seats where it was like a bench seat almost. There were 3 people, maybe 3 or 4, I can't remember. But it wasn't like the typical seat, because we were like right on the back row was like right up against the back bulkhead of the plane, I guess you would say. So I had one person to either side of me. I didn't have a window seat. I had a person on my left, person on my right. The dude on my left was death gripping hardcore on my wrist. The lady on my right, yeah, the dude on my left had the death grip. I probably would have done the same, except he got me first. The lady on my right was reading a book. And I still remember to this day her looking at me and going in this like Texas accent, "Oh, sweetie, you don't fly much in Texas, do you? We'll be just fine." And I think I started crying, man. I was so like, I was wrecked. I was absolutely wrecked. And but man, I remember that, just having that little bit of somebody just being kind enough to me to talk me off the ledge was like everything in that moment. And of course we landed fine, and I think back to that episode and it really makes me wonder, like, how much danger were we really in? But having flown more, plus having worked in that industry now, I have an enormous amount more of confidence and faith in aircraft than I used to. It's absolutely mind-boggling absolutely mind-boggling how much effort and redundancies and just you name it that goes into these aircraft. Yeah, it's still, I still see it, and it just absolutely freaks me out just how much effort goes into it. It's amazing. I think we're gonna wrap it up. I need to part ways. Looks like we have, yeah, looks like it is time to wrap it up. I'm gonna try and get, of course, our straw taken care of here, so you all don't have to watch me do more baling. If I get a chance, I'll even go around and pick up all these bales. It looks like we've got a decent amount here. Does it show? That's 122 total. But doesn't it show us this? Nope, Brad, not there. I always forget where to find this. Where are you? Here we go. Bales produced this session. Oh, okay. 100. Whoa, what? Really? We've done 122 bales this episode? That seems not right. I thought this, sorry, my bad. I thought that 122 there was total all time for this baler. I didn't think it reset it. Interesting. Doesn't seem like we've done 120. Man, Brad, pick a key. It doesn't seem like we've done 122 bales. Maybe we have. All right, everyone. Well, hey, thanks for checking out Tranquil Waters with me. I always appreciate you being there. Farmer J, my apologies. I really am sorry. I forgot if it's Jim or Joe. I will look it up. I will not get it wrong again. I promise. But thanks, everyone, for sticking with me and checking out the videos. Leave a like if you enjoyed them. As always, I'd appreciate it. And of course, you're welcome to subscribe. Welcome to join. You're always welcome to come back and see me again. We will be starting our new series tomorrow. We are done with Hagenstedt, so tomorrow is going to be our new traveling contractor series. Lord willing and the creek don't rise, something like that. This will be a fun series. We are going to go through some maps because there's so many of them out there I want to get to. I'll tell you right now, we're going to start in Westbridge Hills, which was going to be my next kind of throwback map, but we're going to be in Westbridge Hills tomorrow. The person that that converted this map and brought it to 22 did a really nice job with this Westbridge Hills map, and I really wanted to play on it, and we still might do some more, but at least we're going to do a contract there. And then the plan is either every Thursday or every other Thursday, depending on how big our contracts are, we're just going to keep traveling from map to map, and we're just going to try and get through as many maps as we can that are out there on the Giants Mod Hub, which I think will be fun, and I think it'll help me decide what our next map will be after Tranquil Waters as well. But yeah, we'll see what's going on. But thanks, everyone. Take care of yourselves. Have a really safe Wednesday. Take care of each other. Super important. Trust me, you want to make sure you're taking care of the people around you. And I'll see you in Westbridge Hills tomorrow. Bye for now.